plus play. All right. Okay, so our first song, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. We'll hit play in 1, 2, and 3. Hit play. All right, come to the center of your room, wherever you are. Just put your feet together. We're just gonna kind of plie and scoop forward. So the first few minutes of this class is just a warm up, kind of just to get the heart rate going a little bit, because the rest of the workout is all in those slow twitch muscles. So we go way slower, just to warm up here. Good. One more, and then we're gonna hold those arms up overhead. Hold them here. Let's lift and lower the legs. Doesn't have to be high, can be bent. Just warming up those hip flexors. To the music. Good. All right, we're gonna add the arms pulling down. So it's down and kick. Good. Nice. Do we feel like we're in jazzercise from the day? Good. Now let's add a torso twist over the leg that's up. It's twist and twist. Good. Again, the warm-up's only about 5 minutes or less. So take this opportunity, your own speed, modify as you need to. Good. Get ready to hold our feet together in the center in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold center. We have a pulse here. So I'm just tucked, I'm pulsing. All the weight is in my heels, really feeling in the glute and the hamstrings. It's a pulse, pulse. Good. Getting ready to lunge back here. You're gonna take your right foot, you're gonna lunge it back and then come to stand. It's lunge and up and lunge and up. Let's speed it up, it's back. Your own speed. And these are not deep, right? They're super shallow lunges just to warm up the legs and the heart. Good. Let's hold our arms overhead. Nice. Gonna add a knee lift to this. Let me back up a little so you can see me. Here we go, let's add a knee lift. A knee and back. Start on one side of the body, then we'll work the other. Nice. Using those lower abs to pull that leg up. Let's turn this into a kick. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's kick. Breathing on the work. Nice. Get ready to hold this back in a lunge and a pulse. Let's hold it back right here. Hold, pulse, pulse. Yes. So I'm in a perfect 90 degrees as I'm pulsing. So that means this knee is 90, that one's 90. Pulse, pulse. Good. Keep going here. Chest is lifted. And breathe. Let's open to the side. It's squat touch. Squat touch. This is just a transition to get us to the other side. Get your little dance on. Come to the front. Face front. Nice. All right, let's hold in the center here. It's pulse. And squat now. Squat and stand. As low as you can go. Nice. Get ready to lunge back with that left leg. Same routine. Other side. Here we go. It's lunge and stand. Lunge. We're staying alive. Lunge. Good. Gonna add a knee lift. Are you ready? Let's do that lunge and lift. Nice. Again, this is just your warm up. Do what you need to do. It's your class. Let's add a kick. Next one here. Down and kick. Doesn't have to be very high. Sometimes I channel my inner dancer and I kick way too high. I know you can feel me. All right, get ready to lunge back. In 3, in 2. Last one, hold. It's a pulse. Oh yeah. Pulse. Nice. And breathe. Get ready to open to the side here. It's pulse and lunge and tap. Just our transition. Your first move is coming up. Face the front. Your first move is going to be a plank. So you're going to need your sliders close by, paper plates if you have them, or nothing. If you don't have anything, it's all right. Last one. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a breath. All right, come on down to the ground on your mat. Grab your sliders if you have them. Place them near your feet, or excuse me, near your hands for this first move. All right, so you're going to come up into a plank. Full plank if you can. So you're on your toes, you're on your hands. If this is too much for you, you can come down to the forearms, or you can just drop the knees and you could be in a kneeling plank, because we're going to come up to that next. So right now, just try to hold that plank. Your gaze is forward. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders, they are in line. Now from here, let's add a little extra challenge. Extend the right arm forward and down. Left arm forward and down. Challenging that balance. Your feet may need to be a little wider here, but the goal is to keep the body completely still, just as you extend that arm. You have 10 seconds here, then we're going to come down on those knees from this plank. We'll get into a kneeling plank. In 3, 2, and 1. Hold that plank. From here, just drop the knees. That turns into that perfect kneeling plank with your back at an angle. Grab your sliders, place them under your hands. From here, we're going to extend one arm forward and pull it back in. Extend the left arm forward and pull it in. So this is very similar to a wheelbarrow move on the Megaformer at the studio. It's a lat move, so it's working the lats. Obviously your shoulders and your back, your glutes are squeezed, but the main focus here is working the sides of our body. And it's super slow and controlled. Pulling it in, pressing out just as far till you feel those lower abs grip, and then pulling in. We're almost there. This is going to turn into a move called plank to pike. So now in 5 seconds, you're going to put the gliders underneath your feet and start in plank. Last one. All right, come on up. Let's place these underneath our feet. Start in that perfect plank position. So we're here. From here, it's as if I have a string attached to your tushy. You hike yourself up and then back down to that plank. Height is not important on this, right? With this particular move, the important thing is just squeezing those lower abs and hiking yourself up. You could also be on your forearms for this as well, just to be a little more tender on the shoulders. Good job, guys. Keep those abs in, your gaze is forward. If you just need to hold plank, you can do that as well. Here's a small version, just a little up and a little down. That works. Good job. You have 15 more seconds like this. You've got this. Do what you can. Take a breather if you need to. This is going to turn into a bear move. And boy, is it a bear. Let's hold plank here. If you're with me, we're going to take the right knee to the left elbow and come back. Left knee, right elbow, and back. Again, you can be on your forearms for this. We're alternating mountain climbers that turn into a bear. So this is just getting us warmed up. Ooh, yes. Try not to get this in your lower back. So really squeeze those glutes. Keep those abs pulled in. All right, hold plank. From here, both knees come in and both knees come out. So the plank to pike was where our tushy came up. With this, we're keeping the knees just a couple of inches off the ground. It's a hard move. You've got this, I promise you. Take your break when you need to. Good job. We only have 7 more seconds in this move. Whew. Then you're gonna come down to a full forearm plank. Hold. I'm gonna get back on my mat. Come down to a forearm plank. For 30 seconds, we have hip drops. Left, center, right, center. Left, center, right, center. Whew. Keep everything squeezed and tight. No momentum. This is our last core move for right now, I promise. We are going to come to stand, start our first lunge. You have 5 more seconds. 3, finish it off. 2, hold, hold. All right, sit back in a child's pose real quick. Stretch that out. Come on up to stand. We have our first lunge move. We're gonna grab our slider if you have it. Get the timer going here. All right, so if you have a slider, great. If not, it doesn't have to be done with one. We're gonna place the left foot on the slider, the right foot is going to be forward. So our first, oh, excuse me, I'm out of breath. Our first move is the side lunge to the side. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna squat down in and then come to stand. So everything is timed. All of our legs moves are about 2 minutes. All of the separate core moves are about 60 seconds. And these moves are super slow and super controlled. Here's what I look like from the side. Keeping tucked and then pulling that leg in, but that leg, that supporting leg, the working leg, never unstraightens. So your move is 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. If your hands want to come here for a little more strength, you can do that. They can stay on your hips. We have a little variation coming up in about 20 seconds. So that means we're gonna kind of change this up super slow. Make sure you're really setting into that right glute, that hamstring and heel. We start on one side of the body and then we go to the other. So everything is gonna be on that right leg for right now. Nice, let's hold this out here, hold. Lean really into that right leg. This is a lift and lower. So it's challenging our balance. It's making sure that our abs are pulled in. Toe can be pointed or flexed. Chest is lifted. This is very controlled and slow. Little extra challenge while we're still in that isolated bend on the right leg. We have 7 more seconds like this. Then we're gonna go back to that full range side lunge. All right, tap down, grab your slider. Down and up. You only have 30 more seconds in here. Great job. Nice. This is going to turn into a runner's lunge. So same kind of lunge thought, but the legs are going to be doing something just a little different. We're almost there. 10 more seconds in our side lunge, pressing that leg out, pulling everything in through that right leg. All right, come to stand. Shake that out. Runner's lunge. Now the right leg is still forward, the left leg is still on the slider. You're gonna start in 90 degrees. You're gonna hinge that body forward. Now just the back leg comes in and out, like this. So again, the right leg is doing all the work, the glutes, the hamstrings, the quad, right? All holding in that perfect isolated squat on the front leg, and then the mover leg in the back is just like adding a little diversion for us, making sure we're staying on that right leg. Wiggle those right toes. Make sure it's all in that heel and not in the toes. And your body is hinged forward and your gaze is forward. So something you want to think about, hinging is not here, right? So hinging comes from the waist. So you're hinged from the waist, but your chest is still lifted. We've got a variation coming up. We're gonna hold this back in that 90 degree. Let's hold here, sit in it, it's pulse. We have a 30-second pulse here. Whew. When I told you we're gonna burn out the one leg, I meant it. Good pulse. Again, it's all in that heel of the right leg. Wiggle those toes, don't put it in the toes. Chest is lifted. You have 10 more seconds like this, then we're back to that full range. Oh yes. Nice job. Let's hold for 5. Don't move for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge forward. Allow that back leg to slide in and out. 30 more seconds here, guys. Keep that chest lifted, but hinged forward. If you're feeling it too much in the left leg, hinge forward a little more to make sure all of your weight is in that right leg. We're going to come down to the ground in 10 seconds. If you have a loop band, grab it. 3, 2, and 1. Come to stand. Great job. Come on down to the ground. If you have a loop band, we're going to put it around the ankle of the left and the arch of the right, because we have our bungee move, our bungee kick up. So again, it's around the ankle of my left. It's around the arch of my right. You press up for 2 and down for 2. Pressing that healing toward the ceiling. Up for 2, down for 2. Now what's very important is that you don't twist your body with the leg. So your gaze is forward. If you had headlights on your hips and headlights on your chest, then they would all be facing forward. Up for 2, down for 2. Let's hold this up and pulse. It's pulse, pulse, pulse. Little up, up, up. This should all be in that right glute. Up. Nice. Good job. Up, 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 and hold. From here, we're going to extend and bend the heel back into the tushy. So we have a hamstring curl. Extending the leg, bringing the heel back into the tushy, extending it out. Keeping that knee high. The knee never really comes down. It stays. Nice work. We have a donkey hydrant move. If you've ever done a hydrant in the gym, this is our donkey hydrant move. So you're going to hold back. Next one. Let's do our extension. Hold. From here, lift your knee to the side. And now we're bringing the knee in and out. So here I am from the side position. My knee is in. Then I press to the back of my room. And then my knee is in and pressing back. That's it. So it's like a hydrant. The knee stays higher than the toe if possible. Pressing through the heel. Again, those hips square to the front. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders, they are in line. Good job. Pressing all the way back and coming in. We do have a challenge that's called flying. We can fly these donkeys. A flying would be to tuck your left toe, lift that left knee, and then bring these legs in and out. That is a challenge. Whew, we're almost there, guys. Good job. We have an inner outer thigh sweep coming up in 5. You're gonna grab both of your sliders and take your loop band on. Last one, stretch it all the way back and all the way in. Nice work. Let's take off the slider or the loop. Grab your sliders. You really only need one for this particular move. We're gonna lay on our back. The right foot is gonna be on the slider. We're gonna arch up in a complete bridge. So as high as you can get it, bridge here. My right foot is under the slider. I'm gonna keep the bridge up and I'm gonna extend my right leg forward, swing it out to the side, back to front, and pull it in and tuck. So it's front, side, front, and in. It kind of has to be on your heel with this. And again, constantly challenging yourself. If your bridge is high enough, can you get that bridge even higher? Maybe hold it with your hands. Just don't get in the way of your legs. So this is an inner outer thigh move. As you're pressing out, it's outer. As you're sweeping it back in, you're working the inner. As you pull it in, you're working the hamstrings. Nice work. We come to stand. In about 25 seconds, we have our third lunge move. Good job. It's a super lunge. You'll need 1 dumbbell for this. We're almost there. Keep squeezing those glutes. Oh yes, you have. 7 seconds here. Super slow and controlled. Feel the outer thigh and feel the inner thigh. Last one. Pull it in. Give yourself a good glute squeeze up. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7. Hold, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Come on up to stand. Again, we need No slider on this one, but you need one dumbbell. Still working on that right leg. This is our super lunge. So right leg is going to be forward. It's an isolated lunge. Again, right leg forward, left leg back. You're in 90-90. Your dumbbell starts at the top of your head, and as you lunge down, you sweep to the side, you come to stand. You sweep to the opposite side. Whew, let me get that timer started. Sweep and lunge. Unbend those knees just a little, and then all the way back down again. So the only thing that's moving is very little, right? If having the dumbbell in your hands above your head is too much, it's okay. You can just keep it here. Keep it in tight. You don't have to actually lift it over your head. Or just go ahead and drop the dumbbell altogether. And again, the moves are very, very slow and controlled, because what we're doing is we're getting into those slow twitch muscles. Those are the ones that are the fat burners. So if you've ever done a wall sit where you've sat against a wall and you squat and you hold it, you know the burn you get. That's the slow twitch muscles. We have a little variation coming up. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's hold down here. Hold 90, hold. It's just a swing. Legs are not moving at all. Isolated, hold. Can you get that back leg even lower? Yes, you can. Make sure you're hinged forward somewhat to keep it mostly in that right leg. Nice work, we're almost there. Again, legs aren't moving, we're still in that variation. We're about to go back to that full range. All right, here we go. You're back to full range. Legs work with the upper body. Nice. We get to come back down to the ground after this for a plank leg sweep or scrambled eggs. If you're a Lagree person, it's similar to that. Good job. Almost there. In 5 seconds, we'll come down onto the ground. We'll place our right foot on the slider, hands and knees. Last one, finish the move. Come on down to the ground. All right, so we're on hands and knees. We've got our right foot on the slider. Everything is completely square to the front. From here, sweep the leg to the side and back. So again, it's inner outer thigh, but it's also oblique, which is that center portion here. It's squeezing that right oblique as you bring the leg forward, and this is super slow and controlled. Wrists, elbows, shoulders there in line. Don't look down at your leg. Your gaze is just a little bit forward. We always want to think of our head as an extension of our back. Nice work. If you're feeling frisky, you know you can fly this as well. You can tuck that left toe, lift that knee where it's a couple inches off and you're flying. Whew. You only have 15 more seconds here. We have a tailbone torso twist. So grab one weight. We're gonna balance on our tailbone. In 3, 2, hold. Come on up, great job. All right, grab your dumbbell. This is a torso twist, it's a tailbone torso twist. Sometimes we do it on our knees. This is what it looks like from the side. You start here, hinge back, lift those legs. We are gonna twist to the left only and stop heart center. So by twisting to the left, let me get our timer started. By twisting to the left, you're working the right on this move. So here I am from the front. I'm twisting left and center. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now, if it's too much, go ahead, put the feet down, lean down as far as you can. If you can balance maybe one leg, that works. All to the left side, and then back to center. Nice. Breathe on the work, right? So it's, and those lower abs are pulled in, the shoulders are relaxed. Yes, nice work. We have a low side plank thread coming up next. A lot of words, but what that means is you're simply going to lay down on your right forearm on a side plank. And then I'll take you from there. We have 5 more seconds. Let's do one more. Finish it off all the way to the left, back to center and hold. All right, come on up. So we're down on our right forearm. Your side plank. Your feet are not stacked. You've got one in front of the other. Lift those hips off the ground. From here, you reach under as if someone's grabbing your hand underneath and extend up. Reach under, threading that needle and extending. Good. Now, if it's too much for you to have both legs off the ground, you could put one down. You could put both hips down, right? Wherever you are, the most important thing is that we're working that oblique that's on the ground, the one that's facing the ground. Your right arm also needs to be in line. So your shoulder should be directly above the elbow and the wrist is straight forward. Keep going, we're almost there. Extend and open. We're back to that plank leg sweep on the left. Coming up in 10 seconds. We're getting ready to start the other side of our body. Yay. Last one, make this a good one. Reach, extend and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Grab your slider. It's on the left leg this time. Hands and knees for that plank leg sweep on the left. Here we go. Extend to the side and back. If you'll notice the moves on this particular workout, the transitions are very fast, right? And there's a reasoning behind that. We want to keep the cardio up. So yes, we're moving. We give no downtime. But the good thing is you are not in your joints at all in any of these moves. Obviously, it's a little bit more difficult doing these moves versus being on the Megaformer itself in the studio because you've got the carriage to assist you. But by moving slowly and not moving jarringly, we are not getting into those joints. Again, feeling frisky, guys. Tuck that right toe, lift that right knee. You can fly this. Just make sure that torso is square. Looking strong. Good job. Those of you that can see, high five. Nice work. We're back to that tailbone torso twist. Coming up, this is going to be your last one here. Hold it in the back, hold. All right, come on down. Let's grab that weight. Balancing on the tailbone again. This time we twist to the right to work the left. So you're balanced. Here's your weight. You twist to the right and center. So you are feeling it in the oblique that you're turning to, but your mind needs to be in the left one, the opposite one. Really think about how far you're twisting it and then come back to center. And by not going across the other side, we're kind of isolating as much as you can the one side. You know, here I am from the side. I'm really sat back as far as I can. Maybe I'm getting tired. Maybe I need to put my feet down. That's all right too. Nice. We have that low side plank thread that we just did on the right, coming up on the left. Almost there. We get to lay down on that left forearm. Last one, guys. Make it good. All the way down, all the way up. Hold. Hold. Nice job. Come on, that left forearm. Left forearm, feet are in front of each other. Your hips are raised. Arm is in the sky. From here, we reach under and extend. Reach. Someone's grabbing your right hand. They're pulling it under you. And then you're opening to the sky. Breathe out on the work, right? So on the wrenching of those abs, as you lean under, that's where the breath blows out. Nice. Make sure the shoulder and elbow and wrist, they're all where they should be. Again, put one leg down if you need to. Both hips down are fine. More than halfway there. Slow and controlled. Really turn that body. Yes. Good job. You should be so happy we're on the left side. That means you're getting close to being done. We do have the lunges on the left though. Nice work. Before we do the lunges on the left, we have a little upper body work. So you're going to want to grab your weights in 2. Let's do one more. All the way down, all the way up, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're gonna do our weight series on the ground today. So let's grab both of our weights. You can do a little heavier this time if you like, because we are actually laying on the ground. So your body's a little more supported. So you're down on the ground all the way. Go ahead and put your feet in tabletop. So that's a 90-degree tabletop. While you lay here, your navel is pressed into the mat all the time to keep those lower abs in. We have a hammer curl. So my hands are facing in like this. They're facing each other. You're gonna start on the ground, leave those elbows on the ground. You're just gonna hammer curl up to the shoulders and then slowly down again. Now the challenge with having the legs at 90 degrees is that as the arms start to come down toward the mat, you'll start to feel that lower back wanna lift. You have to resist that. You have to continually press that mat back into the mat. And these are slow. These are 4, 3, 2, 1. That's why you can do heavy if you have them. Let me check the time. You keep going here. All right, we're doing good. We only have a few more seconds with our hammer curls. Keeping those elbows super close to the body, slow and controlled. Now these are going to change to bicep curls. So this is hammer formation working the biceps. We're going to let our palms then face up and we'll do a bicep curl. So hold them down, elbows are down, turn facing the palms up, and now you're bicepping up instead of hammer curling. Hammer curls, the weights were straight, now they are long across. Your palms are facing the sky, slow and controlled. Elbows stay down, navel to spine to mat the whole time. Navel to spine the whole time. I like when I can rhyme. Good job, slow and controlled. We'll have a chest press coming in next. In about 20 seconds, we're gonna turn this into a chest press with a little bit of a twist at the top. Again, we're going slow as you can. Good. All right, 5 more seconds. We'll raise our weights to the top. All right, let's hold them here. Let's turn here. So your goalpost, right? So I'm in a goalpost position. I press up, turn my palms facing in so the butt of my 2 weights touch. Then I go back to the goalpost and down. So it's press up, tap the back of the weights together, and down. Up, twist, and down. Pressing the back in the mat the whole time. The weights are above the chest, not too much above your head or your face, kind of right above the breast area. Really wanting to focus on the chest. Good, super slow and controlled. Turn. We're really perfecting our form here by going slow, so you can really focus on what feels right. Maybe your wrists are getting tired. Maybe they need to be turned down a little inward so that you just see your knuckles at the top, right? It's all about adjustment. Good job. 3 more seconds here. We're going to turn this to a chest fly. So bring the weights up at the tops, hold here, palms are facing. From here, you open to the side and then squeeze that chest together to bring it to the top. They almost touch the ground if you can get them there. If not, it's all about the shoulder range of motion and chest range of motion. So maybe you can only go halfway. That's okay. Maybe weights are too much. You can drop that too. But as you're doing it, really press that navel to spine to the mat. Breathing on the work. Good, slow and control. We don't use momentum here, which means we're not using the speed and the force of the weights going down to give us speed. It's the same down as it is up. We have a lat pull over coming up in about 10 seconds. So in 8 seconds, I want you to hold your weights at the top for me. Let's do one more. All the way down, all the way up and hold. From here, we extend overhead. The arms stay straight. You drop your weights, they are together at the top. So hold the weights together at the top, keep them together as you reach overhead and bring them in. Now, a couple things, you may not be able to go very far, and that is totally fine, right? Another thing, Try to keep your arms as straight as you can because we really want it to stay in the lats and not the triceps. So when we bend them, they're more likely to go into the triceps. So we don't lock them out, but we try to keep them straight. It's a must to keep that navel to spine to mat all the time. And this is slow and you bring them right above your chest. Good job. We only have one more arm move after this and it's a tricep one. You see why I wanted you to stay out of your triceps? Because they're coming up next. Let me check that time. Last one here, all the way down, all the way up and hold. Now these are called skull crushers, but you're not really gonna crush your skull. Hold them up here, my palms are facing in. I just bend at the elbow, bring the weights toward my face, be careful, and then straighten them back up. So the elbows are not moving from where they are. And the thought is they're squeezing together. So you're pressing the elbows together as you're lowering those weights. Be careful not to drop your weights on your face. Not a good thing. Slow and controlled. They're coming down right to about my eyes, my nose, and then I'm squeezing and pressing back up. So the elbows are staying stationary. They are not moving anywhere. They're not going to the side. They're not following my arms. If you want to put your weights down for this, it's fine. It's a little bit difficult move. We're almost there, guys. You have 5 more seconds and we're going to come to stand. We're going to get back into that side lunge on the left. So you'll need your slider. Last one, all the way down, all the way up. Nice work. Come on up to stand. Have that weight close by because you'll need it when we do that third lunge. Whew. Let's grab the slider. Now our left foot is forward and our right foot is going to be on the slider. So we just have that side lunge. So you squat down into it and pull it in. And we're in the move already, just like that. First person to get in the move is where the timer starts. And you know what? Unfortunately, it's me. I'm starting it. Super slow and controlled. You're sitting down into that left glute and then squeezing through that glute and hamstring to bring that leg in. So everything is in the left leg. This right leg is just the rider. My pressing against the side of my foot as I go out and then pulling it back in. Again, here I am from the side, but I'm not here. If you notice my tushy's too arched, I'm rounding it. And I'm hinged forward as much as I need to be to keep it into that right leg. Little variation coming up. Do you remember what it is? We lean into this leg and we lift and lower the right leg. So it's coming up. Let's hold here, hold. Really lean into your left leg. Find that balance. It's lift and lower. Good, lift and lower. Keep that ab in, shoulders relaxed. Try not to move the body, just the leg. So really have a focus. Focus on me, focus on the ground ahead of you. Staying bent, don't cheat. Let that left leg stay bent the whole time. Nice work. 5 more seconds like this. Let's reach for that slider. Get down in it. Here we go. You only have 30 more seconds in this one. Then we're back to that runner's lunge. That's when we have that isolated 90-90 with our legs. And then we just bring the back leg in and out. Almost there, guys. Your hands, by the way, can be anywhere you want. Again, they could be here. They could be on your hips. With mine, I tend to be dancey with them. I apologize. All the way down. Last one. Get into it deep. Can you get deep? All right, come to stand. Pop that out. We're still on the left leg. Left leg is forward. Right leg is back. Find that 90-degree right here. Find it. Hinge. Back leg comes in and out. So if you can see me, if you can look at me without losing balance, my left knee is right over my toes, but you don't see me doing here. And you don't see me sitting too far back. It's as you lunge, you want that to be directly in line. So when you look down, you see the tip of your knee and the tip of your toe. Really hinge forward to keep this out of the right leg because it's tired. Nice work. Keep that chest lifted and breathe. If you have earthquake, that's a good thing. If you're shaking, yay! We've done our work. You've reached the point of exhaustion with your muscles, and that is awesome. That's what you want. 10 more seconds, and we have that little pulse variation coming up. All right, one more. Set back in that 90-90 here. Lift that chest. It's pulse, pulse. Oh, yes. And here I am. I'm feeling it a little too much in my other leg, so I'm just going to hinge forward just a little more. I was really feeling it in that hip flexor of that other leg. Wiggle those left toes. Make sure you're not in them. Good. Yes, we're back down to the ground after this for our bungee move. We'll be around the arch of the right, and excuse me, the arch of the left, the ankle of the right. Hold. You're back to full range. Hinge forward. Bring that leg in and out. You only have 30 more seconds in this one. Oh, yeah. Good job. Nice work. Whew. Losing my balance. 10 seconds here, guys. Almost there. Gonna come on down to the ground and grab that loop band in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We have the bungee on the left. So it goes around the arch of the right. I'm sorry, the ankle of the right, the arch of the left. So you're on all fours, arch of the right, ankle of the right, arch of the left. You're pressing up for 2 and down for 2. We are in the move. Let me check the time here. All right, here we go. Up for 2, down for 2. So everything is perfectly square here. Think of those headlights on your hips and on your chest. Everything facing forward, your gaze is forward, pressing that heel up to the sky. Nice. Up for 2 and down for 2. Good. Nice work. All right, this is going to turn into little pulses. Hold it here. It's pulse, 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 pulse up, up, up. Nothing's moving but that leg. Up, up, up. Great work. Up, up, press, squeeze, hold, 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 hold. We have hamstring curl, extend. Bend the heel back into the tushy, trying to keep that knee high. That's it. Extend, bring in. Good, almost done. We have that donkey hydrant move. So in 5 seconds, you're gonna change this to where your knee comes into the side for that hydrant move. So let's hold here. Let's bend that knee in, press it out. So again, here I am from the side. My knee comes in, pressing out. And you notice my elbows, wrists, and shoulders, they're in line. Trying not to lean too far into the right side. Good, keep going. Nice work. If you're feeling a little frisky, you can tuck that right toe, lift that right knee. You can fly these. Woo, it's hard. I don't think I have it right now. Don't know about you. Super slow and controlled, keeping that knee high, feeling this in that glute. Everything else is facing forward. You have 10 more seconds here. We have the inner outer thigh coming up. So grab your slider, you're gonna put it, you'll be on your back in a bridge. Put it underneath your left foot. In 3, in 2, bring it all the way in. And great, come on down. Grab that slider under your left toe, on your back, come to a bridge. We're cooking now, guys. One more leg move, a couple more core, and you are done. So let's find that bridge. Bridge up as high as you can. Place your heel on the left slider. Extend front, open side, back to front, and pull through the hamstring to bring it in. Always challenging yourself, seeing how high your bridge can be. Your right heel is where you're holding yourself up. So your right toes should not be gripping. Constantly challenging that bridge. I like to keep my right toes up, just so I know it's staying all in that glute. Good job. Pull yourself, make sure you're squeezing up. Inner outer thigh. And as you pull the leg back in, it's hamstring. Good, extend. This is our last one. Open, bring it in, hold that bridge up for 10, 9, squeeze, 8, 7, squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have one more lunge. Come on up to stand. Grab your weight, no slider needed. It's that isolated lunge. Left foot forward, right foot back. Start in that perfect 90 degrees right here with the weight up. It's down and up. So again, checking those knees, wiggling those left toes so that you know you're doing it all in the left side, in the left heel, hamstring, and glute. Now our body's tired, right? So if the weight is too much, you can simply put it down. Just use your arms if you like, right? You don't have to have that weight. Or again, you can twist from side to side. So you can just do a twist here and keep it low, right? So that you don't hurt the shoulders, right? Just make sure that you're keeping a bend, a slight bend in those legs all the time, even when you're coming up. Good. I said this is your last leg movement. It is. Thank goodness. Little variation coming up. Oh, I have earthquake here. All right, let's hold down. Bring your arms up. It's swing and up. So we're in that isolated lunge. We're not moving the legs. Whew. Good. Nice work, guys. 10 more seconds here, then we're back to full range. And then we get to get on the ground for some quick core moves to finish the day. Thanks for coming, everybody. I appreciate it. All right, let's hold down. Arm up. It's swing. Oh, yes. Can I make it through the last 25 seconds? My legs say no. My mind says yes. Good job. Almost there. Oh, we have 5 more seconds. All the way down. Let's finish the other side, wherever you're at. Finish it. Come all the way up. Hold. Yes. Come on down to the ground. You'll need your loop band close and also your sliders. For the first move, we have a reverse plank to pike. So place them under your hands. Come on up into plank. From here, we're just going to walk the hands back and walk the hands forward, back to plank and walk. Good. If you need to put your knees down in between, you just set them down for a minute, pop up, walk them back. So we did plank to pike, if you remember at the beginning of class, where we had these under our feet, right? Now this is a reverse one. Oh yes, almost done. This is our last one. Then we're gonna hold this in a downward dog. Hold here. You can take your hands off the sliders. Find your good downward dog position. Press back into it. Hold. From here, right arm reaches for the left toe. Come back to plank. Left arm reaches for that right toe or ankle. Back to plank. So I'm actually stepping back with my hand. I find that plank. I step back with my opposite hand as I reach for that toe. Slow and controlled. Yes, good job. We get to come and sit down on the mat. In 10 seconds, you're gonna grab your loop band for me, please. Put it on the arches of both feet. Let's do one more each side. Reach, find plank, and reach, find plank. Sit down child's pose for just a second, stretch that out. Whew. All right, come to sit. Grab that loop band, put it around the arches of both of your feet. Spread them hip distance apart. From here, we're gonna bring the right knee to the left elbow. Right knee, left elbow, and back. That's all, just one side. So here I'm from the side, in, back to front, in, and front. Crunching those abs to the left and the right, but left elbow, right knee. Nice. Keep going here. Your back is still somewhat slightly angled because you really want to get this into those abs. Last one, here, here, hold. Feet are hip distance apart. Crunch everything in, press everything out. Crunch it in, press it out, leaning back if you can. In, oh yes, you got this. In, here I am from the side. In, crunching back. Nice, keep those feet hip distance. So you should constantly feel that pull of those outer thighs. Nice work, guys. 5 seconds, you're gonna place your feet down. We're gonna bring the opposite knee to the opposite elbow on the other side. Good job, one more. Knees down. Now we bring the right knee to that left elbow, or excuse me, left leg to right elbow. Whichever you didn't do, do it again. I think I had the right one before. Good. I was bringing the right foot to the left elbow. Now I'm bringing the left foot to the right elbow. Nice work. Almost there. We have a teaser coming up. Promise you don't have much more core, but let's burn it out, right? That's where we want to show those abs. One more. Keep those feet hip distance. Pull it in. Nice work. All right, still feet are hip distance. Grab the center of your loop. I have it in both of my hands. From here, balance. Just roll back and bring yourself to balance. So here's how my feet look. They're together. It's a slight modified twister. My back is back. I'm rolling. And then the loop band helps me come up to sit, which I love. If it's too much to roll, you don't have to roll. You could simply round back and round up. But always try to come to the balance on that tailbone. Nice. We're gonna grab our dumbbell coming up next. We're almost there. We have 10 more seconds like this, which means maybe one more. Let's do one more. Balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that off. Grab your weight. We have a lift and crunch, and then you are done. I had a couple more, but I don't want to get you over 50 minutes. So let's grab the weight. Let's go all the way down on our back. From here, we're going to lift all the way up, extend the weight, round and tuck all the way down, keeping the weight up if you can. Tuck the chin, come to sit, extend the weight, round the back, tuck the chin back in, and roll down. It's vertebrae by vertebrae. You are rolling up to sit, and vertebrae to vertebrae, all the way down. Good job. Up and down. Last one, all the way up, all the way down. Now for the last 20 seconds, we're just gonna crunch up. Are you ready? It's up, up, up. Good. You got it. 10, 9, 8, yes, 7, watch that neck. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. We'll do it really quick, just a quick couple minutes cool down. Just lay here for a minute, extend the body out. You guys did wonderful. Thanks for being here today on a Friday. No, you could have been anywhere, but I'm so happy you're here with us. Breathe. Let's go ahead and roll over to child's pose. Heels together, knees are sprayed open. Reach forward and breathe. Congratulate yourself for getting through a good workout. The rest of the day, we make good decisions, hopefully, right? Breathe. All right, come on up to your knees. We're just gonna reach back and round forward, hugging ourselves. Reach back. Hug. Last one. Reach back. Hug. Hands on the ground, come to stand. We're gonna roll up for 5 seconds. So here we go, it's 5. Head is the last thing to come up. 3, 2, 1, deep breath. Oh, thank you, my heart goes out to you. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.